The world is full of mysteries, stories so strange, so unsettling that they remain unsolved to this day. From ghostly encounters to entire villages disappearing overnight, these 5 stories will make you question reality itself. Buckle up, because things are about to get creepy. Case 1. The vanishing of the village of Anjikuni. Imagine stumbling upon a village, one that should be full of life, only to find it completely abandoned. No signs of struggle, no bodies, just gone. That's exactly what happened in 1930 when a Canadian fur trapper named Joe LaBelle. Joe LaBelle arrived at the remote Inuit settlement of Anjikuni Lake. LaBelle had visited the village before, so he was expecting the usual signs of activity. Smoke from chimneys, children playing, people moving about. Instead, he found silence. Every single person in the village, men, women, and children, had vanished without a trace. Their homes were intact, their belongings untouched. Even their food supplies were left behind. LaBelle alerted the authorities, and a search was conducted. But no evidence of where the villagers had gone was ever found. Some say it was an alien abduction, others believe the villagers were forced to flee due to some unknown threat. But to this day, the fate of the Anjikuni people remains an unsolved mystery. Case 2. The Enfield Monster. In 1973, a quiet town in Illinois became the site of one of the most bizarre cryptid encounters ever recorded. Henry McDaniel, a resident of Enfield, claimed that late one night, he heard scratching at his door. Thinking it was just a stray animal, he opened it, only to be met with something out of a nightmare. According to McDaniel, the creature had 3 legs, glowing red eyes, and was covered in thick gray skin. It moved in an unnatural way, hopping like a kangaroo, but with the strength to rip through metal siding. Terrified, McDaniel shot at the creature, but it barely reacted before leaping away at an impossible speed. Other residents soon reported seeing the strange beast lurking around town. And even police officers claimed to have found unusual tracks. But after a brief media frenzy, sightings stopped, and the creature was never caught. Was it an unknown animal? A hoax? Or something far more sinister? Whatever it was, the Enfield monster remains one of the strangest unexplained encounters in history. Case 3. The Tamam Shud case. A dead man, a mysterious coded message, and a book with its final page missing. This is the chilling mystery of the Somerton Man, also known as the Tamam Shud case. On December 1st, 1948, a well-dressed man was found dead on Somerton Beach in Australia. He had no identification, no signs of trauma, and no obvious cause of death. In his pocket was a tiny scrap of paper with the words Tamam Shud, a Persian phrase meaning ended or finished. Stranger still, when investigators traced the phrase, they found it came from a rare book of poetry called the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam. Inside the book was a bizarre code written in an unknown script and a phone number that led to a woman who claimed to have no connection to the man. Despite decades of investigation, no one has ever determined who the Somerton man was, how he died, or what the cryptic message meant. Some believe he was a spy, others think he was involved in a secret love affair. But the truth? That remains buried with him. Case 4. The Green Children of Woolpit. Picture this. 2 children appear out of nowhere, speaking an unknown language and having green-tinted skin. Sounds like something from a sci-fi movie, right? But this actually happened in England during the 12th century. The story goes that one day, villagers in Woolpit discovered 2 children, a boy and a girl, emerging from a nearby pit. They wore strange clothing, spoke a language no one understood, and most bizarrely, their skin had a greenish hue. The children were taken in and cared for, but the boy soon became sick and died. The girl, however, adapted, learned English, and explained that they came from a place called the Land of St. Martin, a world where the sun never fully rose and everything had a twilight glow. Historians have debated the origins of the Green Children for centuries. Were they lost travelers from an underground civilization? Survivors of some strange illness? Or something else entirely? No one knows for sure, but their story remains one of history's most perplexing mysteries. Case 5. The Toxic Lady. In 1994, a woman named Gloria Ramirez was rushed to the emergency room in Riverside, California. She was suffering from late-stage cervical cancer. But what happened next turned her case into one of the most baffling medical mysteries ever recorded. As doctors and nurses began treating her, they noticed something horrifying. Her body was giving off a strange, oily sheen, and her blood had a strong ammonia-like smell. Moments later, several hospital staff members collapsed, experiencing nausea, dizziness, and even temporary paralysis. The ER had to be evacuated. Gloria Ramirez was declared dead that night, but to this day, no one can fully explain what happened. Some believe it was a case of toxic fumes released from a chemical reaction in her body. Others suggest it was mass hysteria. But with no clear answers, the mystery of the Toxic Lady remains one of the eeriest unsolved cases in modern medicine. These stories are just a glimpse into the world's many unsolved mysteries. From entire villages disappearing to toxic bodies shutting down hospitals. The truth behind these events remains elusive. What do you think happened? Are these cases simply misunderstandings, or is there something more at play? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this dive into the unexplained. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more eerie content. Until next time, stay curious, and maybe keep the lights on.